Nice. So it is reported that allegedly Lucasfilm Star Wars believes that Rey is their only valuable asset. I'm letting it marinate for a second. I'm letting it seep into your brains for a second, even though I know that you don't need it to seep into your brains. That is the most misguided, out of touch idea that I've ever heard, if that is true. Do you know the plethora? Do you know what a plethora is, Jefe? The plethora of characters that Lucas has brought to us over the years that you can use. I don't even need to name them all. You know who they are. They're all in your face. They are what have made Star Wars the brand that it is today. How could they say that? Oh. Is it because Rey is a Disney-made character and not one of George's originals? Is that what you mean by that? If that's where they're going with that, then they are sadly going down a dark hole of no money, of brokenness. And it ain't about wokeness, it's just about a very, very bad character. They could make movies, different series about Luke, about Obi-Wan, about Qui-Gon, about, I was gonna say Boba Fett, but they could do another story, another series, and do it right. Han Solo, Leia, Lando, as long as they're all done right. Darth Maul, a young Sheev Palpatine. It's just so many characters they have that they could make so many badass movies and series about. Yoda, my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Yoda, a young Yoda, his whole transition from young Padawan to Jedi Master. What do you mean raise your most? I hope this is false. Well, Lucasfilm has learned nothing if recent reports are to be believed. According to sources at The Hollywood Reporter, she is the only valuable asset that Disney has left. I wish I were kidding. Disney took control of Lucasfilm and promptly flushed it down the toilet. They promised audiences Han, Luke, and Leia together in the trailers for The Force Awakens. Instead, they killed Han Solo, didn't show Luke Skywalker until the end, and made a movie that rehashed A New Hope with a bit of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi thrown in. It was yet another Death Star. I'm sorry, it's bigger. Star Killer. Darth Vader was back, but now he was a kid throwing temper tantrums. The new Skywalker could somehow outfight trained Sith with zero training, etc. But even then, audiences were relatively okay with it. We let it go. Heading into the second film, Rey, Finn, and Poe were popular with the audience, and many were excited to see what they would do when they started a new story. What happened instead was a complete fracturing, fracturing of the Star Wars fandom. It was so bad that Disney and Lucasfilm tried to win back the lost audience by bringing aspects of The Last Jedi back for The Rise of Skywalker. Instead, they effectively just angered almost everyone. After all that, they will double down harder on Rey, making her everything Luke was in the expanded universe and books, with many fans, uh, that many fans loved because she is all they have left. Whose fault is that? Here's what the source told Hollywood Reporter. She is the most valuable cinematic asset, in some ways maybe the only one. Star Wars has right now. They claim Lucasfilm has new plans is to do several films with Rey, doubling down on their character, and they have their. See, they have their in capitals after ruining almost everything they took control of. Various sources said Rey is set to play a role in several of the incoming Star Wars films, though it didn't clarify which ones. Since The Rise of Skywalker, Lucasfilm has not released another film in theaters. Instead, it is focusing on Disney Plus shows. The first film that will be released in theaters is based on the new project they have that was popular, The Mandalorian and Grogu. We have many announcements of new films, writers, directors, etc., and more have been canceled than not. Even exciting prospects like Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron are lost to limbo, while more Rey films are supposedly being made. They're trying to destroy Disney. They're trying to go bankrupt. I think many have simply moved on. It's likely a reason The Acolyte didn't perform as well. Fans want what they love or are simply out of love with Disney Star Wars. Yeah, you're right. What about other characters? See, that's what I was just saying. What about the other characters that Disney introduced, like Finn or Poe? Well, I would love to see more of those two. I don't care. If they made a Finn and Poe show, that rhymed ain't play game bars. I would watch reluctantly, but I'm not looking for it. I don't want it and I don't need it. Unless you're going to make Finn into a Jedi like you were supposed to, I don't want to effing see it. I don't. No amount of shoving Rey down people's throats will change that. Of course, we won't know until the films are released, but Star Wars is a damaged brand. Disney and Lucasfilm cannot get it right. It seems like they have a deep hatred for the character of Luke Skywalker, even finding a way to make Obi-Wan Kenobi about Leia instead of Luke. To that point, how about a young Leia show where we see her join the rebellion leading up to the capture at the beginning of A New Hope? That would be interesting. I do not believe for a minute that Rey is the only valuable character left. She is simply the only one they want to push. You damn right. Man, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. If this is true, this makes me question the intelligence of the teams that they have working. That's if this is true. If it's not, okay. Because like I said, I defend a lot of these people because a lot of them have been making great entertainment for a while now. It was just with the whole woke shift that they started making things that people hated. It wasn't that they weren't smart people. You could argue that and say, well, they were stupid for doing that. I think it was smart people making stupid decisions. That's what I think. And I think they're still smart people. But if you continue to make stupid decisions, The stupid may change you to be completely stupid. It may totally transform you. You don't know the power of stupidity. So let me know. 10 million subscribers.